Hello, everyone. This week is about the spiritual area of life. And that has me thinking about, for this video, things that lift my spirits. And I'm so excited today because the sun is shining. As some of you know, in Vermont, it doesn't shine a lot, especially not these days. And it doesn't seem to be really windy today, which is also kind of a surprise, although I'm growing to like the wind and appreciate it. I am at Hula in my little square box where I've spent a lot of time today. This particular booth, I have been here quite a bit, and it's serving its purpose. It's school vacation week this week, and so finding a booth has been a lot easier. So there's a gratitude, and gratitude is definitely something that lifts your spirits. Whenever you think of something that you're thankful for, then you are going to feel uplifted. It's just what happens. So just remember that if all else fails. But the spiritual area of life is a tricky one. I work with it with all of my clients. It's in the intake forms, which are called Happiness in 7 Areas. And if you've been following along, and you'll see it in this week's newsletter as well, there's a little kind of scaled down worksheet that I'm including, but there's a more robust one that new coaching clients get. And there are a lot of questions about spiritual, and just realizing that maybe it's not religious, right? So let's just say that having a spiritual belief or feeling can even just be about being out in nature and feeling the vastness of the world, or just having an idea there's something bigger than you in the world, something bigger at play, regardless of what you might call that, spirit, universe, God, and a million other possible things. There's a book, I think, called 100 Names for God, and that's just what they put in that book. I think that's the name of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's just how you utilize that part of your life. And that's what talking about the spiritual area of life is all about. I think even more now, and you might agree with me on this, more than ever, we have a hard work to do to stay in an uplifted spiritual place. The world is hard. Things are challenging. And even for me with my work, I sometimes have a challenge. My thing is, I guess it's turned into my brand, but optimism, hope, can do, looking for, what you can do to control what you can and let go of what you can't control, and that it's really your responsibility to create your own good life. All these kinds of things that I believe, I know sometimes can sound trite to me, honestly, and this is who I am, but I think, well, easy for me to say. But I have troubles too. We won't get into that today. We all do. And when we start comparing the level of our troubles to someone else, especially around the world, but in general, then we are not going to help ourselves. And the best way that we can help the world, regardless of our circumstances, is to put ourselves in a good place where we are feeling good, and now we can be good for other people too. So to me, I truly, strongly believe that's always going to be the foundation. If we have an uplifted spirit, which it takes different things for all of us, and it takes a lot more for some of us than it does for other people. I know I do a boatload of things every day, all the time, week in and week out, to help myself stay in a good place. And it's not easy to do, but when you continue to do it, they do become habits, and it does become, it becomes a little bit easier. But you got to keep consistent with it, because if you get off track, then, you got to go through getting back on track again. Anyway, I hope some of this is making sense. I think developing our spiritual side, whatever, again, that means to any of us, is super important, more important now than ever. It's a conversation to have. It's getting around people who not just agree with you, but you can learn from, and learning to listen to other perspectives, but always having a way to go back to your heart and your higher power, if that's something that you can wrap your head around. And if you do have that strong belief and faith in a higher power, how do you expand that? So that's for those of you who are already there and already working on this. Where do you go? What conversations do you have? What places do you go to? What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you engaging in? What kinds of tools and activities are you working with on a regular basis to amplify and expand your faith? So I'm going to leave you with all of that. Kind of a more serious video, I guess, this week. But spirit should be lighthearted too. It should be uplifting. So just also make a list this week to look around and think, what things make me feel uplifted when I do them. I've offered this list making idea before, so go ahead. If you've done it in the past, bring out your old list and see how many of these things have I been engaging in, and what else would I add to the list now. And if you've never done this before, make yourself a list. And then when you're feeling kind of down and not uplifted, that's usually the time that it's hardest to remember, what could I do to uplift myself? You have the list. So all you have to do is remember to take the list out, look at it, and pick something. So that's your go-to. Anyway, I hope you have a great week ahead. It's the last few days of April. Make the most of them. And on to May, my favorite month of the year, because it's my birthday month. And it's a big one this year. So I'm looking forward to May, but want to just really immerse in the last few days of April, because we don't want to wish days away. Days are precious, and we're here to be a fully engaged part of them. So have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in May.